Thank you for joining us on a day of great relief for many million Americans, because the GrahamCas healthcare bill, a bill I've been speaking about all week, we got news today it shall not pass, announced Jimmy Kimmel at the top of his show Tuesday night. Indeed, the Jimmy Kimmel Live host had done more than perhaps any civilian to sink the problematic GOP healthcare bill, devoting several passionate segments on his late-night program to exposing the bill's myriad deficiencies. Kimmel was motivated to take on the Republicans' attempts to gut Obamacare by the recent birth of his baby son, who was born with a congenital heart disease tetralogy of Fallot with pulmonary atresia and nearly died. And on Tuesday, Senator Mitch McConnell officially pulled the bill because it didn't have the necessary votes to pass Congress. "I haven't been this happy about something being dead since Bin Laden, I'll tell ya," cracked Kimmel. "And on behalf of my family, especially my son Billy, I want to sincerely thank those of you who called your representatives, made your voices heard, and got involved to help." He added, "I bet the walls of the Oval Office are filled with dozens of tiny little fist holes today," referencing President Trump's notoriously small hands. One of the big reasons GrahamCas failed was due to Senator John McCain, who once again stood up against his party and opposed the bill. He was followed by Senator Susan Collins. McCain's opposition to the bill prompted President Trump to tweet out the following: "My oh my. He's so mad, he's turned into Scarlett O'Hara," joked Kimmel. And by the way, McCain didn't even flip-flop on this. He's still in favor of repealing and replacing Obamacare, just not repealing and replacing with a flaming pile of dog crap. And the idea that Donald Trump would criticize anyone for changing their position is very rich. It's definitely richer than he is. Donald Trump has more flip-flops than a Jimmy Buffett concert. No one contradicts themselves more. Kimmel then played a montage of clips of Trump flip-flopping on various positions, including Trump saying Bill Clinton was a great president and Hillary Clinton was a great woman, Trump saying that he identifies more as a Democrat, that he is very pro-choice, that he is not going to have time to play golf, while president, and that he would produce my tax returns if he decided to run for public office. The late-night comedian proceeded to refer to a meeting Trump had with conservatives, where he lashed out at Senator McCain for effectively killing the GOP's attempts at Replander Place, and called him a disgrace. This isn't the first time Trump has insulted McCain, who, by the way, is currently battling brain cancer, either. During the presidential campaign, he said of Vietnam vet McCain, "He's not a war hero. He was a war hero because he was captured. I like people who weren't captured." The slew of Trump insults directed at McCain really seemed to get under Kimmel's skin. That in itself is disgraceful. John McCain is at home fighting brain cancer right now. "What's your brain's excuse?" said a fired-up Kimmel. "You are now subscribed to the Daily Digest and Cheat Sheet. We will not share your email with anyone for any reason." And also, the same week Trump is telling the NFL to be more patriotic, he's insulting a man with a Purple Heart. Senator John McCain, when he was a young man, he went to Vietnam, he was beaten viciously, he was a prisoner of war for 15.5 years, they offered to release him, and he said no, he refused to leave his fellow soldiers behind. So he stayed there voluntarily. Donald Trump got out of even going to Vietnam because he had a bone spur in his foot. He got a deferment from Dr. Scholl's. Trump did, in fact, receive 5 draft deferments that helped him dodge the Vietnam War, including a final medical one in 1968 that was attributed to bone spurs in his heels. However, the heel spurs seem to have since disappeared, if the medical report his doctor released during his candidacy is to be believed.